In 1963, on a freezing December night in New York, a railway worker named John L. O'Malley was finishing his late shift. The tracks were quiet, the sky was dark, and the only sound was the wind cutting through the metal rails. John had worked these rails for 20 years, and he knew every bolt like it was part of his own hand. But that night, something felt wrong. As he walked along the bridge that crossed the Hudson River, his flashlight flickered over something terrifying. The steel track had cracked, a long split running right through the line. And he knew exactly what that meant. A midnight passenger train was scheduled to cross these same rails in 14 minutes, carrying more than 260 people. There was no radio, no phone, no way to warn the oncoming train. John's breath froze in the air as the truth hit him. If he didn't act now, the train would derail straight into the river. He dropped his tools and sprinted toward the signal post. His boots slammed against the metal walkway, slipping on ice, but he didn't stop. Every second felt like it weighed a life. He reached the signal lever, but the mechanism was jammed solid. Rust, cold, age, nothing moved. And then, in the distance, he heard it. The faint, growing roar of the train's engine. It was coming fast. With no options left, John grabbed his lantern, ran onto the tracks, and began swinging it wildly. A tiny red circle of light in a massive darkness. He stood directly in the path of the speeding train, knowing that if the engineer didn't see him in time, he would be the first to die. The ground shook. The whistle screamed. The train stormed closer. 400 feet, 300, 200, and finally, the brakes screeched. Sparks flew. Metal screamed against metal. The train stopped 26 feet before the cracked rail. Passengers rushed out in confusion, but the engineer stepped down with tears in his eyes. He had seen the tiny red lantern shaking in the darkness, John's trembling hands risking everything to stop them. The crack was repaired the next morning. Reporters called John a hero. But he just shrugged and said, "I didn't save 260 people, I just did my job." Yet everyone who rode that train knew the truth. One man, one moment, one flickering lantern, saved an entire train from the river that night.